This week was the first Sunday that our spiritual community had to deal with the direct effects of the coronavirus and COVID-19, and we put some protocols in place to make sure that we were practicing safe social distancing. And some people gave me a hard time about that, saying, are we metaphysicians? Are we knowing the truth beyond condition, or are we buying into the condition? And I thought it was a very good question, and so I will address that in this video, and then we'll do a practical prayer for health and harmony and love unfolding, even in the midst of the coronavirus. So here's what we know. There is a new virus spreading throughout the world. It's a pandemic, and there are lots of people who have taken ill, and there are lots of people who have died from this, and it's a big threat, and it's a huge disruption. So when we get together, as we like to do as social creatures, as part of a spiritual community, we want to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves and taking care of each other. The reason that we do that is because even though we as metaphysicians can know that there is not a virus that can harm us and that we are perfect health and vitality in all circumstances, whether there's a virus in our neighborhood or not, the very least we can model good behavior for people who don't have their belief system together and don't have the consciousness to know that they can transcend whatever the situation happens to be. So we're just being good role models and citizens. Metaphysically, we know that just like when the 23 bus comes down the street, we are able to catch it or not catch it. We can do the same thing with a virus or a cold or any of the other illnesses that plague people all around the world. So it's just a matter of not catching it, not getting on that bus. And that's what the prayer is about. The prayer is not about the virus going away. The virus is part of God's creation, just like everything else. The prayer is for us and the virus and everything else in creation to be fitting together in a way that brings us to an experience of health, wholeness, vitality. So that's what the prayer is going to be for. As we join together in the 7-step practical prayer, I'll speak it in the first person for myself, and I invite you to take it for yourself also in the first person as we turn our attention away from the circumstance and the situation and the news of everything that's going on around us. We turn away from that and we turn within. We turn to that infinite creative power, that divine presence, that limitless good, which is God itself. That divine creative power that said, let there be, and there is. The powerful creative intelligence that intentionally set this entire universe of being into motion and continues to create. So since it started out with nothing but itself, everything is created from that infinite God substance. Everything, everywhere. Every person, every activity, every situation is that divine presence expressed in its own unique and specific way. That includes me. That includes everybody who's hearing this video. That includes all of the healthcare workers. That includes all of the public health leaders. That includes everybody who's providing guidance and counsel as we go through this process. It's all of the scientists who are doing their part. And it's all of us joining together in consciousness to set the intention for a world that is returning to that harmony and balance and vitality and health, which is our birthright. So I set my attention and my intention on the possible, since I am familiar with a world where there is not a crisis of an outbreak or a difficulty. That's the model that I use. And I know that even now we are in the process of returning to that balance. Through mechanisms that I don't need to understand, we are returning to a place of comfort and safety and health and wholeness. There is no need for catastrophe. There is no need for struggle. There is no need for anything other than the return to the balance and harmony and wholeness and health, which is our birthright. So I set my intention for that. I focus on all of that good. I open myself up to that good showing up in whatever way it shows up. And anytime I'm dragged into doubt or fear or skepticism, I follow the instructions that are set forth for me, following the best practices for taking care of this my body temple, and I turn my attention back to the truth, knowing that love is unfolding, knowing that each one of us is safe and healthy and whole, and returning to that place of perfect balance, which is our birthright. So I'm grateful for the good unfolding. I'm grateful that the story is getting better and better and better every day. And I'm grateful for the creative law, which has created everything that exists everywhere and continues to create this new experience right now and now and now. So I invite the good. I allow the good. I open myself to the good. and I set this intention for the good. And I know that that's what's unfolding. With gratitude for all of this goodness, I speak this word of intention and I release it to the same law that has always said yes. The same law that responded with a yes to let there be light. It once again is saying yes. And so it is. Amen. I'm Reverend Bill Marcioni. There's more information on the website at bethelight.com and in my book, Practical Prayer for Real Results. If you have a specific prayer request, please contact me through the website. I look forward to praying with you.